I'm telling you right now, the last thing you want to do is walk into the 7th year anniversary completely unprepared, because even if you get lucky and pull the 7th year LRs, you're simply not going to be able to enjoy the game. So in this video, I'm going to show you everything you should be doing right now, everything that you need to have done before the anniversary comes out. That way you can enjoy the game as much as possible. Now, of course, you know that I have to catch at least, you know what, 7th anniversary. Let's catch 7 people lacking with a very quick subscriber challenge before we move into this video. I need you to just be honest, okay? Just please. If you spent a single stone on this banner or this banner in the last 48 hours, I don't care if it was a single, a multi, whatever it was. If you caved in for the discounts, I don't care. In the last 48 hours, if you spent a single stone on any of these two, you got caught lacking today. You got to subscribe to the channel, and it is what it is. What are you doing spending stones so close to the anniversary? Please, all right? Now, if you haven't done that, then shout out to you. I commend you for your bravery and your ability to save your stones, and you can skip today's subscriber challenge, but just know I will be here tomorrow to catch you lacking as well. Stay tuned for that. Let's hop straight into today's video. Starting off with, I think the very first thing I should mention is this, all right? When it comes to grinding units or even getting units awakened, I highly recommend to train up, awaken, do whatever you have to do for every character in your box that is part of the movie hero category or the beyond Super Saiyan category. So obviously every character or every form that is above Super Saiyan, and then also the GT hero category, and then the fused fighter category. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I've had some experience with this in the past. I remember pulling some pretty hype units and then putting them on a team that wasn't really ready to go, and even though I got the new unit, I couldn't really enjoy that unit because I kept getting clapped because of the other units that were lacking on my team. So I'm telling you right now, if you want to really experience this new 7th year anniversary power, remember, Dokkan is a team game at the end of the day, right? You can have your new unit, but if your other units aren't good, you're not going to survive long enough, especially in today's content, to really experience and have fun with both of these gods right here. So I'm telling you right now, please make sure to grind up units in your box that are part of those categories. That way, when the units drop and you manage to pull them either now or later in the future, you have a team to run them on, and then you can really enjoy and experience the power of the 7th year LR. So please keep that in mind. Now, the second thing I want to mention that everyone should be grinding right now is Zeni, because as we know, everything in this game, you know what, let me show you this real quick. I did pull this up before. Let me close this out. Okay. No, okay, let me, there we go. Okay, so when it comes to this anniversary, I pulled up all these tabs here just to show you how expensive things are. So when it comes to the new, well, remember that every time you awaken a unit, it's going to cost a few million Zeni. But when it comes to the EZAs for this anniversary, the LR EZAs are costing you, what is it, 35 million Zeni? Let me go ahead and show this real quick. Yeah, 35 million Zeni for the LRs, which means 35 for this one. That's 70 in total for including this one. That's another 35 and another 70. That's 140 million Zeni so far for both of these. Oh, sorry, all 4 of these LR EZAs. That's 140 million Zeni. Add another 35 on top of that for a total of 175 million Zeni just to EZA all of the LRs for this anniversary. But remember, LRs are not the only units getting EZAs during the celebration. We have a lot of other units here that are getting EZAs, and all of these other units are going to cost you 30 million Zeni. So 30 million, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180 million Zeni plus 170. It's upwards of 300 million Zeni that you're spending just on EZAs. Okay, that does not include the new units you're pulling, the new units you're going to awaken, some other EZA units that you probably don't even have yet that you might end up pulling. So you really need to farm Zeni, and the best way to do that right now on global is this. So you can either go to your story events. I personally recommend, I think the best story event right now that will give you Zeni is going to be this stage. I was grinding it up a little bit earlier. Is it this one? No, it's the other GT one. Give me 1 second. I think it's this one right here. So when it comes to this stage, if you want to go through story events, I do recommend grinding at least stage 10. This is the best one available right now on global. Nothing crazy, but at least you do get a few of these per run. And if you're grinding diligently, you can end up getting a few, tens of millions of Zeni if you get this done. Like, it's not that bad of a grind. It's just one of the best ways to do it right now on global, unless you have some unfinished EZAs. And keep in mind that the anniversary drops and then the units drop 2 days after the start of the anniversary. So for those, let me pull it up really quick just to show you. So for those of you that say that, yo, Mr. Baby, why does it take 2 days for the anniversary units to end up dropping on global after the actual start of the anniversary? I think the reason why is that way you actually have time to prepare for everything, because remember that every single EZA will become available at the start of the anniversary. So if you don't have Zeni, you can end up grinding all the Zeni you need before the actual units drop. Same thing with the Dokkan events. You have 2 whole days to grind and awaken any unit you need to awaken, because most Dokkan events will become available. So you have 2 days to prepare. I think you should definitely use those 2 days before the anniversary units show up and end up shaking things up and keeping you really busy. You just can't get all this stuff done. So the 2 days before the anniversary units drop are going to be the most productive days available for you to get everything you need to get done. So please keep that in mind. But again, regarding EZAs, I recommend going to some of these older EZAs and seeing which ones, because I remember that I actually ended up discovering the OG STR Broly EZA, which isn't really here right now. Let me see if I can actually find it. So the OG STR Broly EZA was one of those EZAs that I could not complete for my life back in. Let me actually see if I can find it here. I could not complete this EZA for my life back in the day. You need AGL Hybrid Saiyans, and that team just wasn't that great back in the day. But now, if I try to run, I'm not going to run this just to keep this video short, but as you can see, the amount of AGL Hybrid Saiyans that we've gotten over the last few years have definitely, the roster's a lot better. So it could be the same case for you, where you might have not been able to beat an EZA in the past, but now you've just naturally acquired units over time, and then you can possibly go back to these EZAs and complete the next 10, 20, 30 stages, giving you a lot of Zeni as well. So I recommend going to these old EZAs right now and see what you can and cannot be, or maybe just wait for the anniversary to drop. You at least still have 2 days, and then grind up any stage of EZA that you need. That way you can go ahead and get your Zeni. So please make sure that you are on top of your Zeni. You're probably going to need, I would say, to be safe, 400 to 500 million Zeni. I'm at 8, so I think I'm going to be okay. But again, it just depends on how new you are to the game, because if you just started Dokkan, you're going to pull probably a lot of new units, and you're going to need a lot of Zeni to get that done. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on just to the next thing, which is going to be training items. Every single unit in this game requires training items to awaken. Could you imagine pulling the new LRs and not being able to awaken them because you don't have training items? That's going to suck. I don't think you really want to go through that. So my recommendation is probably to go to this story event right here. It is the Garlic Jr. story event. You do need a heavenly events category, but regardless, you can go to stage 7 to grind some Z swords, or maybe even stage 4 to grind this weighted clothing thing. You can actually also go to the Dragon Ball story thingy here. I forgot which one of these actually gives it, but I mean, yeah, you can grind it, more training items from stage 2 of this event if you have it done. There's a lot of places. Basically, story events are the best way to get a lot of training items, and even Kais, which is the next point of this video. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have any Kais, you're going to be doomed, because when it comes to the new 7th year anniversary LRs, you cannot increase their super attack for free. The SSRs of this unit here, I guess the art isn't really here, but the SSR version of this unit doesn't have any free-to-play grindable super attack. Same thing for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that fuse, because even from their SSR, they're literally Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. There's no free-to-play version of that in the game, so you need to have Kais to get that done. So if you want to grind Kais, I recommend going to this story event really quick and going ahead and grinding up this apple item, this metal fruit, whatever it's called. Grind it up, go into the Baba shop and purchase. I think there's like 2 to 3 Kais you can buy from that specific treasure. Where is it? Yeah, so I still have one more to buy that I'll grind up a little bit later, but that's one way to get Kais. You can also grind up Kais from this. Let me just show it. I already bought the Kai, so I can't necessarily show you, but right now, this event, the event to grind these is currently available. Same thing with this one. Same this one, and this one. There's literally over like 14, 15 Kais you can grind right now from all of these treasures. The events are what follows. So we have these 3 events, which give you the blood rubies to get Kais, the sleeping princess to get Kais, and then the ran items to get Kais. And then you can also go to this GT event down here that gives you the Hercule medals, and then you can again go ahead and exchange for Kais. Keep in mind that stage 10 gives you these medals and Zeni at the same time, so you can actually grind for Kais while simultaneously getting Zeni as well, which makes, I think, grinding extremely efficient. So there you guys have it. Basically, you have a lot of Kais you can grind right now if you haven't done so already. There's a lot of Zeni on the table, and there is a lot of training items on the table. I think this is the perfect time to get everything ready. You do not want to walk into this anniversary, end up walking away with the new LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and now you're struggling to awaken him because you have no Zeni. You can't train him up because you have no training items. He's an LR. So if you're newer to this game, it's going to... I'm telling you, I remember the pain of being new to Dokkan and not being able to awaken an LR because of how much training items it costs to get them to level 150. If you're new to the game, please heed my advice and get your training items up right now, because if your unit or LR is not all the way leveled up, their super attack isn't up there, they're not going to be looking as good as what they look like when you watch showcases from all these other content creators. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there's anything that I forgot about, please let me know in the comments. I'll make sure to respond to you and let you know on basically whatever you need to know. Thank you again for watching this video. I do appreciate you. Please be safe, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.